What's up, everybody? Meme and D here with another Dungeons & Dragons story. This takes place in a campaign of my own creation called The Apple Falls Far from the Tree. The adventure begins in the Kingdom of Farnthorn in the continent of Partavia, where three inexperienced guild members are given the chance to prove their worth. The characters start at level 1 and are Edenvok, the Dwergar Paladin, Frederico Manzana, the half-elf bard, and Phoenix, the human fighter. They are a group of up-and-coming adventurers assigned to the local nobleman Earl Geoffrey Tarkin, whom is in charge of the Steelthorn Guild. Up until this point, they have been apprentices to more experienced Fate Seekers, but they've been eagerly awaiting for that one chance to prove themselves ready. Today might be that very day. As they await at the guild headquarters, the door flies open, and a courier rushes in demanding to see the Earl. "A distress letter has been sent to Fawnthorn from the small town of Appleton," cried the winded messenger. "The Earl must know of this immediately." Slow steps are heard descending down the staircase.
Who are you to command my presence?"
"Forgive me, my lord, but there's trouble in Appleton. I have this letter requesting an investigation."
"Appleton? Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on, lad, read it to me."
"I do not know who this letter will reach, but if you are able in any way to help us, then I beg of you to come to Appleton in the northeastern region. This town is not what it seems. We are not what we seem. I send this with great risk to myself and my family, so unfortunately I cannot give further detail. All I can say is come to our town, but beware. If you seek Mr. Fuji, he may be able to help you. Please hurry, I'm not sure we will survive much longer." The Earl rubs his chin and ponders deeply, mumbling quietly to himself. His eyes grow wide for a split second, but then shakes his head in disbelief. He then turns to his apprentices and says,
"This all sounds like a bit of rubbish, if you ask me. An obvious prank or some such ilk."
It's at this point that Edenvok instantly questions the Earl, since he feels as if he's hiding something, which he is. The Earl swiftly rebukes Edenvok for his insolence in front of the other two characters and dismisses his claim.
"All the same, an investigation must be conducted, as Appleton is a very important pillar of the Partavian economy. Best apples in all the land, after all, and it is our duty to make sure there's nothing foul going about. Since my more seasoned associates are off on bigger and better appointments, I will be listing you young lads. Remember now, you carry with you the prestige and honor of this guild, so be proper representatives while you are out achieving your goal. Also, be sure to stop for supplies, as it's about a day's journey along Oddfellows Road. Seek this Mr. Fuji, and get to the bottom of this mystery as soon as possible."
After gathering supplies, the party heads out on Oddfellows Road towards the small town. As they make their way up the road, they come across a friendly traveler by the name of Jonah Gold, driving a one-horse wagon with a fresh load of apples to be sold in Farnthorn. An owl is seen perched on Jonah's shoulder, sleeping. The party tells him of the distress letter that they received, and he claimed no knowledge of anything foul going on in the town, but offered them a place to stay for the night once they reach Appleton. Jonah nudges his pet owl Otis awake and instructs him to fly back home to tell his wife Ginger of the oncoming guests. They thanked him and made their farewells. A couple of hours later, they find their path blocked by 3 large trees in the road, all oozing with some unknown slime. This is quite perplexing to the party, as the trees are rooted into the cobblestone street, and nor did Jonah make any mention of the road being blocked. Frederico walks up closer to the trees to inspect them, and gets whacked in the head with their branches, falling unconscious immediately. The slime in the local plant life has caused them to come alive and attack any who come near them. I originally planned to use 3 awakened shrubs, but at the last minute switched it to awakened trees, as I thought the shrubs would have been too easy. Big mistake on my part, as it was almost a TPK on the first combat encounter. But they made it out okay. Ish. Once defeated, the players wanted to loot the trees. Yeah, I know. So I threw them a bone and said that they find a single gold coin with the letter A stamped on both sides. They then spend about 20 minutes in real time discussing what the A could stand for. After the fight, the party continues their journey and comes across a sign advertising the 350th anniversary of Appleton, for which a 3-day festival will take place. The sign looks new except for the bottom portion, which is broken and jagged. That's when they come across the Smythe Gang, consisting of Smythe, the titular leader, his right-hand man Scoot, and Sipsy, the dim-witted, lovable galoot. "Oi, what have we here, eh?" 3 men come lurking from the dense thicket, a leering grin worn on the leader's face. "A couple of dandies on their way to the festival, no doubt. I hope you got your tickets," he sneers, a dagger in one hand oscillating slowly on the fingertip of the other. "Ah, yeah, your tickets." "Shut it, Sipsy. Now, let's say them passes. We don't want you getting turned away 'cause you got no admissions now, do we?" "Ooh, maybe they got no passes, eh, boss?" "That's a real shame now, isn't it, mates?" The 3 bandits start chuckling menacingly and approach the party. Now, although these guys seem like highway robbers, they are legitimately selling tickets for the festival. I just wanted them to seem super sketch to throw the players off. Since they were hurting badly from the tree encounter and not wanting another fight, the party reluctantly pays 10 gold each for a ticket to the festival. The Smythe Gang takes their money and walks off laughing to one another, making the party even angrier. Phoenix tries to convince the others that they could take them, but ultimately they decide to cut their losses and head into town. As they approach the apple orchards outside of Appleton, the characters hear the apple picker singing a song. "Hoy, ho, hoy! Apples bring us joy. From dawn till dusk we place our trust in apples, boy, oh boy." They all sing in perfect tone and in unison with one another. Over and over they sing this song, never tiring of it. Once in town, the party asks some of the locals for directions to Jonah Gold's, and once there they meet his wife, Ginger. She welcomes her new guests and prepares for them a hearty meal of mincemeat pies with apples, apple tarts, and freshly brewed apple cider. Ginger lets the party know that Jonah won't be back until late and that they ought to get some rest. Weary from the day's adventure, the party takes a long rest, though Edenvach is apprehensive of his overly generous hosts. And that is where the first session ends. Thanks for making it to the end. I plan on doing a story like this once a week, and next session we will have the party explore the town, partake in the festival's activities, and try to get to the bottom of the mysterious distress letter. So long, everyone.